So today I'm going to be showing you how to skin a buck from the head, skin the head for a mount. So I have a buck here, my 8-pointer. He's a okay, nice buck. You know, I'm going to go ahead and skin him down on the head, and I'm going to tan this hide. And a lot of people probably ask me, you know, why do you have the cape still attached to the rest of the head? I'm going to get you this picture of this. This is the workbench. Okay, so why do you still have the cape attached to the rest of the hide? Well, a few reasons. One, I'm going to still have to tan the cape because I'm going to use that, and I just figured why not go ahead and tan the whole thing together so I don't waste any of my batch of the pickling solution. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I have a few tools that I'm going to be using. Mainly they're all sharp tools. You're going to have a little small knife if you have that. A nice little short skinning knife will work great. I have a couple of razor blades, which I'm going to be using also. Those are usually for when you want to get in smaller places and the knife won't work. I'll go ahead and start. I'll start at the front. Now, if you can, position your deer where you can really get a good handle on it. I'm going to start with my knife here. Now, it will behoove you to really have this deer thawed out if you've frozen it. But if you've just killed it, then that would be even better. So now I'm just cutting around the lip here. I'm pulling it up, pulling the lip up, and cutting along the gum line. I want to leave on as much fat area that I can. It'll make the trimming process a little bit longer, but you don't want to cut into your mount skin there. And as I can see, this knife can use a little bit of sharpening. That's what I was talking about, making sure that your tools are very sharp, because you'll cut more holes in your mount and your skin with a dull knife than you will a sharp one. Alright, so you're peeling it back and cutting around. Peeling it back and cutting around. Now there's a little cartilage up in there too, that you really want to make sure that you try and keep it intact with the rest of the hide, because we're going to cut that off at a different time. And now you're just cutting it off. There we are. And see, this is where a really sharp knife pays off. You can see it cutting exactly where you want to. So and as I said, you want to keep that septum, if you can, intact as much as you can. Alright. Now let's start working on the bottom a bit. And it's very simple. Once you get the hide skin off the carcass, it becomes a lot more simple after that, because the brine is, I mean, I call it a brine. It's a pickling really, but a brine is not too much different from that, except for it slightly cooks it a little bit. It preserves it, and it makes brines make things safe to eat. Usually that's a cooking. Usually used in cooking terms, but obviously we're not gonna eat this hide. So I'm making sure that I have the hide intact. I'm making sure that I keep my knife close to the bone. And there's that fatty like sinew that you get used to seeing after covering the deer here. So what I did was I actually froze. I'm gonna get you a really good view here. What I actually did, I actually froze the deer, and then I thawed it about a day and a half, because I knew that I was gonna be off work at a certain day. So I just took it out about a day or two before, and let it thaw out, let it hang. We had some okay weather, so I just hung it in the garage and let it thaw itself out. And I could still feel that this deer is a little bit still frozen up in the high area up here, but not terribly bad. So just working along, keep cutting off and cutting back. So you can peel it back and cut along there. And you can see exactly where to make your relief cuts. And this is where it kind of helps. If you had some borax will work really well, to put that on your hands, and then you'll be able to get a grip on the skin, and actually get a hold on it, and you can handle it a little bit better. But gonna make do today. It's not that hard. Alright, I can see where I'm getting up in that septum now. Just trying to get it to release. It's kind of tricky. There it is. Going over a piece of bone there. Alright. So that's the septum right there. You can see that piece of cartilage right there. We'll cut that off later on. That's what I was saying. You don't have to worry about it right now. You don't want to concern yourself with that. We'll do that in the fleshing stage. So just peeling it back and working it, working the corners. Alright. There's a little angle right there, a little where the meat gets really close to the gum line, and it really holds on. That's where you want to just make your little relief cuts there, and peel it back. Keep pulling and cutting. If you keep that knife close to that bone, close to the gum line, you'll be fine. It'll release, and then you can see the fat there just kind of sticking in sinew, I call it too. you can see that sticking, and you just cut that and it'll come right off. Now we're almost to a point now where we're going to go ahead and start at the back of the head and work our way forward towards the front. Be mindful of your knife. Alright, now